of course, but you know, nigga know be knowing what's going on. But um they had the UABs had issues with the Bloods, and instead of, because it was a whole black thing, honestly. People from every gang, niggas that didn't even gang bang against the UABs. But they narrowed it down to the Bloods, you know what I'm saying? Because if they would have declared war on all black people in prison, they would have been getting flipped left and right. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't do that. So they just narrowed it down to the Bloods, you know what I'm saying, and made a war with the Bloods when it really should have been, you know what I'm saying, all black people, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it was. So boom, we at Cushion, and I'm in a single cell, but I ain't tripping though. Like I said, I ain't hit nobody, I ain't do nothing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the investigator come and start talking to us like yeah, man. Um yeah, somebody didn't nobody die, but somebody died at another yard and whoop de whoop, blah de blah de blah. What happened? I'm like, man, I don't know what happened. Whoop de whoop. He like, we got it on camera. You walking with the pool stick, whoop de whoop whoop. It looked like you was leading the bunch. I'm like, man, look, I was out there. I was scared for my life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had that pool stick. I said, did you see me swing the pool stick? He said, no. I'm just like, well, shit, exactly. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, well, yeah, and that's what he said too. He said if we seen you swinging the pool stick, we'll be having a different conversation. But I'm just like, yeah, it was just weird. But anyways, so boom, they take me back to the single cell. We sit in the single cell for like for a while, and then they move us to phases on me. Then I go to phases at Cushion for a while. I was in phases. That's like solitary. Well, that ain't solitary confinement, but it's like a program to where you on 23-hour lockdown for. It's a 9-month program, and then each 3 months you level up. You will be on level 1, level 2, level 3. Then you go back to the yard. But boom, they put us in phases, and this is how they did us. It was crazy because, like I told you, they shipped 28 people total, 14 white boys to Holdenville, and then 14 blacks to Cushion. But they, when they wrote us up, they had to write us up and give us a disciplinary misconduct, you know what I'm saying, to make us stay behind the fence because we all got moved up in security. So they wrote on everybody's write up, I seen inmate so and so actively fighting. Like, that's all it said. I seen inmate so and so actively fighting. Every write up said the same thing. When they came and served the write ups, like, and man, it was crazy. They did a sin because it's procedures that they didn't follow, and we couldn't fight, we couldn't do nothing. So don't go to prison, man. Like, cause you ain't like, you just, when you go to jail, it's like you just, the state can do whatever they want. If they tell you like, hey man, we moving y'all to Alaska to this new prison because we just signed a contract because we don't have the space, you gonna be in Alaska on me, like, and that's just what it is. But anyway, so I sit in phases or whatever for 9 months, really 7 months, because they kind of let us out early. And then and my cellie on me, Dark Side from East Side Paru, he was my cellie, and we went through that, and it was like, it was just a process, man. It was during COVID, like, so Kobe died at this time. COVID happened. I remember I was watching the Oklahoma City game whenever they canceled. I'm like, man, it's crazy out there, and I'm on 23-hour lockdown, just feeling like damn, like man, I might die in this month. Like, and then they kept saying, like, in prison, it's, you got like 120 more time chance to catch COVID than you do in the world. So it was just, yeah, it was a crazy time. But anyways, fast forward. I we gonna fast forward to, this was 20, this was 20, I want to say 21 or 20. Yeah, this is like 2021 or 2022 or something like that. But anyways, I got out of phases, did a little time at Cushion. They closed Cushion down. Um, then I went to Lawton. Then I went back to the minimum. So I go to William S. Keys. They closed William S. Keys down, and then I go to Just Done. So boom, I'm at Just Done for like a year and a half, but it's crazy because I want to say it was like a special day either for the Bloods or it was a special day for the UABs. Like maybe Fire Deuce Day for the Bloods or whatever the UABs day is. But and my celly just happened to be a UAB. It was crazy because at the minimum, you're gonna have whatever kind of celly. Like you gonna have a white person as a celly, dope head, like whatever. That's just how it is. But so my UAB celly on me, like all of the UABs be at my bunk. Not all of them, but he'll have a few UABs at my bunk. You know what I'm saying? They just be chilling and shit. And he wasn't talking about nothing, so it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? But I would just hear their conversations and shit like that. They'd be over there talking on the phone, and boom. So like I'm down there playing cards with the homies Turk and Fat Tay on me. We playing cards, and all I know is a random white dude came down there like, "Hey man, it's upstairs, man. It's falling down with the Bloods and UABs." So boom, immediately I'm like, wicked. And I'm down here with the Bloods. You know what I'm saying? I'm down here with the toss of Bloods. You know what I'm saying? So on me, we put the card, boom, we throw the cards down. And I remember I came out the little place where we was playing cards at, and I'm running. You know, I'm trying to get upstairs where it's falling down at because yeah, I'm just trying to figure what's going on. So as I turn the corner to get on the stairs, all I see is just a trail of blood on me. I'm following a trail of blood, and on me, I make it upstairs, and it's just a whole bunch of blood you can see. But the fighting has stopped though. Like it was already over with. So boom, I get up to my bunk, and I see Monster. Um, he a blood. I think he from like Altus on me, the homie, solid. But he telling me what's going on, and my celly UAB sitting, and my celly didn't attack these dudes, and he wasn't a part of the attack or nothing, but you still a UAB though. You know what I'm saying? So I tell him like, well, Monster telling me what happened, so boom, I go to my bunk. I'm just like, hey man, what happened? He telling me like, yeah man, the brothers man, they did an attack man on the Bloods man, blah 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 man. I ain't have nothing to do with it. I'm just like, well look. And he had a homeboy, another UAB dude that was over across the way. I'm like, look, hey, well, you need to get your shit and you need to go over there with him. Cause once they come up here tripping and they flip y'all, if they touch anything of mine, I'm flipping you too. So your best bet is to go over there. So boom, he go over there. And I bullshit you not. Like 10 seconds later, like a group of bloods come up the stairs. And they pushing through, and they push right up on them, just like I knew they was on me. They push right up on them, and I ain't gonna lie, like I was surprised that they just didn't set it off and flip them on me. But it's probably good that they didn't, because they would have been tricked off and caught. But I ain't gonna lie, if it would have been some of my guys, I would have just flipped them, just because like y'all, like how they did it was like E-Rock from Lawton. I want to say from Lawton, Cleasy, like they attacked really the Lawton Bloods and Oklahoma City Bloods, I want to say, but they like really nobody from Tulsa got attacked. But I would have still flipped them niggas. I ain't gonna lie, just cause yeah man, y'all, and cause they were, like I was about to say, E-Rock and Cleasy, I think they was asleep and or something like that, and one of them was asleep, and they end up just getting woke up out they sleep, getting smacked with like a fan motor or something. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy. And boom, they had to fight they way out of there. You know what I'm saying? And boom. So the other UABs, you know what I'm saying? Like I would have just flipped them just because on me, just like, and that's where my mindset was when I was in the pen, and that's just what it was. But yeah, that's the story, man, of you know, it falling down with that's how it really started, you know what I'm saying? But I don't tell these stories, man, to glorify this type of stuff or nothing like that. But it's just, it's crazy. Like the stuff that people go through in prison. And like, I told you, 12 white people got metaflighted from Veneta that day. And, it's just unfortunate, and hopefully, man, I'm gonna just say this: prison is never gonna get no better, but hopefully people stay out of prison, because it's always gonna fall down in prison. It's always gonna be something going on. That's just prison. You know what I'm saying? So if you choose to go down that road, you know what I'm saying, just be ready to fight and stab some. If that's the road you want to go down, and be ready to get stabbed on me. So that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with.